Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Let's talk about something that's on the minds of many of us as we navigate our 60s, 70s, and beyond, making the most of our retirement income. It's not just about having money, it's about having enough money, and having it work smartly for you, so you can truly enjoy this chapter of your life. You've worked hard, you've saved, you've planned, but are you absolutely sure you're squeezing every last drop of potential out of your financial resources? I often hear from folks who feel like they've done everything right, yet they still have this nagging worry in the back of their minds. That little voice whispering, will it be enough? Will I have to make sacrifices I don't want to make? Will I outlive my savings? It's a completely understandable concern. The world is changing, costs are going up, and let's be honest, figuring out all the ins and outs of retirement finances can feel like navigating a maze blindfolded. That's why I wanted to create this video, to shed some light on that maze, to give you a roadmap, and, most importantly, to empower you with some practical, actionable strategies to optimize your retirement income. We're not talking about complicated investment schemes or risky ventures. We're talking about solid, reliable ways to maximize what you already have, and potentially uncover some hidden gems you might not even know about. Over the course of this video, we're going to explore several key areas. We'll look at how to make the most of government benefits, how to think strategically about drawing down your savings, and even how to potentially generate some additional income streams without having to go back to a full-time job. We'll also touch on some crucial things to avoid, because sometimes, knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do. So, let's dive right in, shall we? Let's start with something that's often the foundation of retirement income for many people, government benefits, like Social Security in the United States, or similar programs in other countries. Now, I know what you might be thinking, I already know about Social Security. I've been paying into it my whole working life. And that's great. But did you know that when and how you claim your benefits can make a huge difference in the amount you receive over your lifetime? It's not a one-size-fits-all situation. There are different claiming strategies, and the best strategy for you depends on a number of factors, including your health, your marital status, whether you have a spouse who is also eligible for benefits, and your overall financial picture. For example, many people attempted to start claiming their benefits as soon as they're eligible, often at age 62. And for some, that might be the right choice. But for others, delaying benefits, even for a few years, can result in a significantly larger monthly payment. Think of it like this: every year you delay claiming your benefits, up to a certain age, usually age 70, your monthly payment increases. It's like getting a guaranteed raise on your retirement income, just for waiting. Now, I'm not saying that everyone should delay until 70. There are definitely situations where claiming earlier makes more sense. But it's crucial to understand the trade-offs, to run the numbers, and to make an informed decision, rather than just taking the default option. There are some fantastic online resources, including the official Social Security Administration website, if you're in the U.S., that can help you estimate your benefits at different claiming ages. They even have calculators that allow you to input your specific information and see how different scenarios would play out. I highly recommend spending some time exploring those resources. It's your money, and you deserve to understand all your options. Beyond just the timing of your claim, consider the spousal benefit. If you're married, or even if you're divorced but were married for at least 10 years, you may be eligible for a spousal benefit based on your spouse's, or ex-spouse, work record. This can be a significant boost to your income, especially if one spouse had significantly higher earnings than the other. Again, the rules can be a bit complex, so it's worth doing your research and understanding how the spousal benefit might apply to your situation. And it's not just about Social Security. Many countries have other government programs that provide support for seniors, such as assistance with healthcare costs, housing, or other expenses. Make sure you're aware of all the programs you might be eligible for, and don't be afraid to ask for help navigating the application process. There are often organizations and agencies that specialize in assisting seniors with these matters. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about another crucial aspect of retirement income optimization, your personal savings. This might include money you've accumulated in 401(k), IRAs, or other retirement accounts, as well as any other savings or investments you have. The big question here is, how do you draw down those savings in a way that's both sustainable and tax efficient? One common strategy is the 4% rule, which suggests that you can safely withdraw 4% of your retirement savings each year, adjusted for inflation, and have a high probability of not running out of money. This rule has been around for a while, and it can be a useful starting point, but it's not a hard and fast rule. It's important to remember that it was developed based on certain assumptions about market returns and life expectancy, and those assumptions may not hold true for everyone. Your personal circumstances, your risk tolerance, and your spending needs should all factor into your withdrawal strategy. Some years, you might need to withdraw a bit more, and other years, you might be able to withdraw less. The key is to be flexible and to have a plan that allows for adjustments along the way. And, very importantly, to be mindful of the tax implications of your withdrawals. Different types of retirement accounts are taxed differently, and the order in which you withdraw from those accounts can have a significant impact on your overall tax burden. For example, withdrawals from traditional 401(k), and IRAs are typically taxed as ordinary income, while withdrawals from Roth accounts are generally tax-free. It's often beneficial to consult with a financial advisor or tax professional to develop a tax-efficient withdrawal strategy that's tailored to your specific situation. They can help you understand the complexities of the tax code and make sure you're not paying more in taxes than you need to. We've covered a lot of ground already, exploring the importance of optimizing government benefits and strategically managing your personal savings. These are two foundational pillars of a secure retirement income. We've looked at how crucial it is to make informed decisions about when and how to claim Social Security, and how the spousal benefit can potentially boost your income. We've also touched on the importance of having a flexible and tax-efficient withdrawal strategy for your personal savings. So, you've got your Social Security strategy in place, you're thinking about the best way to draw down your savings. What else can you do to really optimize that retirement income? Well, let's talk about something that might surprise you: generating additional income streams, even in retirement. Now, I know the word work might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think about retirement. And I'm certainly not suggesting you go back to a full-time, 9-to-5 grind. But there are many ways to generate income that are flexible, enjoyable, and can fit seamlessly into your retirement lifestyle. Think about your skills, your hobbies, your passions. What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? Chances are, there's a way to turn those things into a source of income, even if it's just a small amount. Every little bit helps, and it can also provide a sense of purpose and engagement, which is so important for our overall well-being. For example, maybe you're a whiz at baking. You could sell your delicious cookies or cakes at a local farmer's market, or even offer baking classes to others in your community. Perhaps you're a skilled woodworker or crafter. You could sell your creations online through platforms like Etsy or at local craft fairs. Maybe you have years of experience in a particular field, and you could offer consulting services on a part-time basis. The possibilities are truly endless. And don't underestimate the power of the internet. There are so many online platforms that allow you to share your knowledge and skills with a global audience. You could create and sell online courses, offer tutoring or coaching services, or even start a blog or YouTube channel related to your area of expertise. This can be a great way to generate income while also connecting with others who share your interests. Another option to consider is the gig economy. This refers to short-term, flexible work arrangements, often facilitated through online platforms. Think about things like driving for a ride-sharing service, delivering groceries, or doing freelance writing or editing. These types of gigs can provide a flexible way to earn extra income without the commitment of a traditional job. You can set your own hours, work as much or as little as you want, and choose projects that align with your interests and skills. Now, it's important to be aware of any potential tax implications of generating additional income in retirement. Depending on the type of income and the amount you earn, it could affect your Social Security benefits or your tax bracket. It's always a good idea to consult with a financial advisor or tax professional to understand the rules and make sure you're complying with all applicable regulations. But don't let the potential complexities scare you away. The benefits of generating even a modest amount of additional income can be significant, both financially and personally. It can give you more flexibility in your budget, allow you to pursue your passions, and provide a sense of purpose and accomplishment. Let's move on to another area that's often overlooked when it comes to retirement income optimization, managing your expenses. It's not just about how much money you have coming in, it's also about how much money is going out. And even small changes in your spending habits can make a big difference over time. Take a close look at your monthly expenses. Are there any areas where you could potentially cut back without sacrificing your quality of life? Maybe you could negotiate a lower rate on your cable or internet bill, or switch to a more affordable cell phone plan. Perhaps you could save money on groceries by planning your meals in advance, using coupons, and cooking more at home. Consider your housing costs. If you own your home, are you taking advantage of all available tax deductions, such as property tax deductions or mortgage interest deductions? If you're renting, could you potentially downsize to a smaller, more affordable apartment or consider moving to a lower-cost area? These are big decisions, of course, but they're worth exploring if you're looking for ways to significantly reduce your expenses. And don't forget about healthcare costs, which can be a major expense in retirement. Make sure you're taking full advantage of any government programs you're eligible for, such as Medicare in the United States. Understand your insurance coverage and explore options for supplemental insurance to help cover out-of-pocket expenses. And be proactive about your health. Taking care of yourself through regular exercise, a healthy diet, and preventive care can help you avoid costly medical bills down the road. Another area to consider is debt. If you're carrying any high-interest debt, such as credit card debt, make it a priority to pay it down as quickly as possible. The interest you're paying on that debt is essentially eating away at your retirement income. There are various strategies for paying down debt, such as the snowball method, paying off the smallest debts first, or the avalanche method, paying off the debts with the highest interest rates first. Choose the method that works best for you and stick with it. Managing your expenses effectively is not about deprivation, it's about being mindful of your spending and making conscious choices that align with your financial goals. It's about finding ways to live well within your means and maximizing the value you get from every dollar you spend. So far, we've explored generating additional income streams, even in retirement, and the importance of managing your expenses to make your retirement income go further. We've talked about leveraging your skills and hobbies, exploring the gig economy, and being mindful of your spending habits. We also looked at practical steps like reviewing your bills, considering your housing costs, and prioritizing debt repayment, all crucial elements in stretching your retirement dollars. Now, let's talk about something that might seem a bit counterintuitive, but it's incredibly important for long-term financial security in retirement: avoiding certain pitfalls. Sometimes, knowing what not to do is just as crucial as knowing what to do. And there are a few common mistakes that I see people making that can significantly derail their retirement plans. One of the biggest mistakes is underestimating your life expectancy. We're living longer than ever before, and that's a wonderful thing. But it also means that our retirement savings need to last longer. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, "Oh, I'll probably only live to be 80 or 85, but the reality is that many people are living well into their 90s and even beyond. It's better to err on the side of caution and plan for a longer retirement than you might expect. Another common mistake is being too conservative with your investments. I know it can be tempting to play it safe, especially as you get older. But if you're too conservative, your investments may not grow enough to keep pace with inflation, and you could actually end up running out of money sooner. It's important to find a balance between risk and reward, and to have a diversified investment portfolio that's appropriate for your age and risk tolerance. And speaking of investments, be wary of anything that sounds too good to be true. There are, unfortunately, a lot of scams out there that target seniors, promising high returns with little or no risk. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Always do your research, consult with a trusted financial advisor, and never invest in anything you don't fully understand. Another pitfall to avoid is withdrawing too much from your retirement accounts too early. We talked earlier about the 4% rule, but it's important to remember that it's just a guideline, not a hard and fast rule. If you withdraw too much too early, you could deplete your savings prematurely, leaving you with little or no income later in life. It's crucial to have a sustainable withdrawal strategy that takes into account your life expectancy, your spending needs, and the potential for market fluctuations. And finally, don't neglect the importance of estate planning. This is something that many people put off, but it's essential for ensuring that your wishes are carried out and that your loved ones are protected. Make sure you have a will, a power of attorney, and a healthcare directive in place. And consider talking to an estate planning attorney to ensure that all your legal and financial affairs are in order. So, we've covered a lot of ground in this video. We've talked about optimizing your government benefits, strategically managing your personal savings, generating additional income streams, managing your expenses effectively, and avoiding common pitfalls. We've explored a range of strategies, from claiming Social Security at the optimal time to finding flexible ways to earn extra income, from being mindful of your spending to making sure your investments are appropriately diversified. The key takeaway here is that retirement income optimization is not a one-time event, it's an ongoing process. It's about being proactive, informed, and adaptable. It's about making conscious choices that align with your financial goals and your overall well-being. And it's about remembering that you have more control over your financial future than you might think. Small changes, implemented consistently over time, can make a huge difference. Don't be afraid to experiment, to try new things, and to adjust your approach as needed. And don't hesitate to seek professional advice from a financial advisor, a tax professional, or an estate planning attorney. They can provide personalized guidance and help you navigate the complexities of retirement planning. Remember, this is your retirement. You've earned it. You deserve to enjoy it to the fullest. And by taking the steps we've discussed today, you can create a more secure and fulfilling financial future for yourself. The host pauses, smiles genuinely, and looks directly at the camera. I truly hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips and strategies on navigating retirement and living your best life after 60. And I'd love to hear from you. What are your biggest challenges or concerns when it comes to retirement income? What strategies have you found to be helpful? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's create a community where we can learn from each other and support each other on this journey. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, it's never too late to take control of your financial future. Here's to a happy, healthy, and financially secure retirement.